Today we explore an important question. How do we validate the Bible? After all, why should someone trust the Bible if they don't know if it is true? To address the first question, we will examine the Bible as a historical document, aiming to understand whether it stands up to reasonable historical scrutiny. It's important to approach this with an open mind. Rather than using the Bible to validate itself, which can sometimes lead us in circles, we'll look at it through the lens of historical evidence. Our goal is to challenge beliefs where applicable, but also to seek a deeper understanding of the Bible's historical context and its place within it. Let's approach this exploration with curiosity and respect, focusing on whether the evidence supports the Bible's historical claims. First, we seek to align biblical events with external historical records. By comparing the Bible's accounts with evidence from other sources, we can assess their historical accuracy, looking for overlaps between biblical narratives and documented events to see how they support one another. Second, we evaluate the potential benefits and consequences of accepting the Bible's historical claims, analyzing the evidence and its implications to understand the value of these claims in the broader context of historical study. Third, we apply principles of good common sense, considering the consistency, credibility, and relevance of the information we gather. By following these steps, we provide a thoughtful and reasoned evaluation of the Bible's historical claims, helping us appreciate its significance in the context of historical evidence. To understand the significance of biblical texts, it is essential to explore the historical context in which they were written. Recorded history plays a crucial role in this understanding, providing a backdrop against which biblical narratives can be examined. Throughout history, many texts have theorized the origin of the world, offering similar perspectives on creation and existence. Our journey begins in the cradle of civilization, ancient Mesopotamia, a region recognized as the origin of recorded existence. Mesopotamia was home to several major civilizations, including the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. Among these, the Sumerian civilization stands out for its key contributions to early recorded history. The Sumerians developed the Sumerian cuneiform script, which is considered the first historical text, marking a significant milestone in human communication and record-keeping. As we delve deeper, we encounter ancient texts and their corroboration with the Bible. One notable text is the Epic of Gilgamesh, which dates from around 2100 to 1200 BCE. This epic includes a flood story that bears similarities to the biblical flood narrative. Another important text is the Pyramid texts, dating from around 2300 to 2100 BCE, which are among the oldest religious writings and have possible parallels to biblical creation and afterlife concepts. Additionally, the Egyptian EP1 papyrus, from around 1800 BCE, presents contents that invite comparison and interpretation alongside biblical stories. Moving forward, we examine historical accounts and archaeological evidence. The granite inscription of Mar-Nipta's military campaign, dated to circa 1207 BCE, references the Israelites and their settlement in Canaan, providing a historical anchor for biblical accounts. The School cave beads, discovered in the Levant, offer insight into early Hebrew settlements. The Mesha stele, from around 850 BCE, mentions the Israelite kingdom of Israel and its interactions with Moab, enriching our understanding of biblical history. Hammurabi's Code, dating to circa 1754 BCE, provides a legal framework that can be compared with biblical laws and traditions. In evaluating biblical accounts through non-biblical records, we explore suspected non-biblical accounts of Joseph in Egypt, examining potential historical figures and events related to the biblical narrative. We also consider Rachel's tomb, evaluating historical and archaeological evidence to understand its significance within the biblical context. The historical and archaeological evidence of King Solomon's reign and his kingdom is scrutinized, including references to trade routes and external sources that illuminate his rule. Finally, we need to place these findings within broader historical and cultural contexts. The history of Babylon, Medo-Persia, and Greece, alongside Roman records of Jesus' crucifixion, provides a comprehensive view of the influences and interactions that shaped biblical narratives. The Greek and Roman influences on biblical interpretation further enrich our understanding of the text's historical and cultural context. Let us reflect on the significance of the evidence we have examined. Throughout our journey, we have encountered a wealth of historical records and texts that corroborate various biblical accounts. Our investigation has revealed that the Bible contains profound insights into the origins of the Hebrew people, Israel, and the Muslim people. We have seen that Jesus is identified as the figure prophesied in the scrolls of Isaiah, and historical evidence supports that he was crucified, appeared alive again, and ascended. This belief, when embraced, opens the door to acknowledging Jesus' authority to affirm the Bible as God's inspired word for his children. This is not merely a matter of faith, but an invitation to consider the preponderance of evidence. Just as in legal contexts where the preponderance of evidence guides us to determine what is more likely true, we use this concept to evaluate the Bible's historical reliability. The term preponderance of evidence indicates that, while we do not need, nor can we obtain, absolute certainty, the weight of evidence can show that something is more likely true than not. In civil cases, this standard helps us assess whether the claims presented are more credible than their alternatives. Similarly, in our examination, we are guided by this principle to evaluate the Bible's claims against historical records. This brings us to Pascal's wager, a philosophical argument that suggests believing in God or a particular religious doctrine might be the most rational choice. Pascal argued that the potential benefits of belief, such as eternal happiness or salvation, far outweigh the risks of disbelief. The opposite of this would suggest some might choose to live as their own gods, asserting control over their lives and rejecting any higher power. This perspective assumes that one can govern their own fate and the afterlife. However, considering the inevitability of death, this stance raises a profound question. How can we be certain of our control over what happens after we die? Regardless of our beliefs, we do not govern the afterlife. It remains beyond our control and comprehension. Given this uncertainty, is it not worth investigating the claims of faith and religion to understand what might lie beyond this life? In light of this, Pascal's wager encourages us to explore these questions with earnestness. Even if belief in a higher power seems uncertain, the potential rewards of being right make it a pursuit worth considering. If there is any possibility of an afterlife or a divine truth, the stakes are significant enough to warrant serious investigation. Thus, whether we affirm or question these beliefs, the pursuit of understanding is crucial. The decision to explore these matters is not just a matter of preference, but one of profound consequence. I urge you to engage with these questions thoughtfully and consider the implications of what you find. The stakes are indeed too high to ignore, and the quest for truth deserves our sincere attention. My hope is that this reflection encourages you to delve deeply into these questions. The significance of the Bible and its claims about Jesus is profound, and the consequences of your findings are of great consequence. I urge you to pursue this inquiry with an open mind and a sincere heart, for the stakes are too high to ignore. As we journey through life, the only true companion we carry with us is our character, our essence, who we are at our core. This world serves as the ultimate proving ground, shaping and revealing our true selves. In this context, it becomes vital to discover what lies beyond this life and what or who we might encounter on the other side. Consider the possibility that our actions, beliefs, and character might hold significance in an afterlife that we cannot fully comprehend. If there is a realm beyond this world, understanding its nature and the principles that govern it becomes an essential part of our journey. We have the opportunity to learn and prepare ourselves for what awaits us beyond the veil of this existence. Thus, it is not merely a question of belief, but a profound exploration of what might come after our time here. The stakes are high, and the quest for knowledge about the beyond is both a personal and existential journey. Take the time to explore these questions and understand the nature of what might meet us on the other side. Our character, shaped by our choices and beliefs, will be our companion, and it is wise to be prepared for the journey that lies ahead. In the end, whether you affirm or question these beliefs, it is crucial to engage with them thoughtfully and deliberately. The journey of understanding is one that we must all embark upon, and I wish for all my brothers and sisters to find clarity and truth in their exploration. We invite you to share your thoughts, questions, and reflections in the comments below. Your engagement is valuable, and we look forward to hearing from you as we continue to explore these profound topics together. Thank you for joining us, and may your quest for understanding bring you clarity and insight.